Connections often begin with total ease. The dialogue flows, the energy is high, and the interaction feels entirely natural. Then the rhythm changes. Responses take longer, a subtle withdrawal occurs, and the atmosphere between you shifts. This triggers an immediate internal audit. You scroll through recent messages, searching for a specific moment where things went wrong, trapped in a loop of wondering what you did to cause the distance. This instinct to find a mistake creates a false premise. It convinces the brain that a specific problem exists to be solved, even when the cause of the distance remains unproven. Most people respond to this distance by increasing their effort. They send double texts, offer long explanations for simple things, and seek immediate reassurance by asking if they've done something wrong. While the initial distance may have been accidental, the damage often comes from the reaction to that distance. This behavior is perceived as neediness, a trait that tends to dissolve attraction immediately. Applying high levels of effort to fix a perceived drop in interest often results in the loss of whatever attraction remained. In psychological terms, attraction is built on a foundation of perceived value. It functions differently than a reward for hard work. This chart shows how predictability affects that value. When attention is perceived as constant and guaranteed, its value in the eyes of the other person drops. Providing obvious reactions and constant availability signals that the chase is over. It communicates that you are already fully won, which removes the incentive for further pursuit. Mystery provides the space necessary for interest to grow. When that mystery is removed by over-availability, the drive to discover the other person collapses. Neediness is a push-pull dynamic. Leaning forward aggressively to fill silence applies social pressure. This mirroring effect means pressure generates proportional resistance. Panicking and applying more pressure forces the other person to pull back until the connection breaks entirely. Attraction requires a sense of freedom. In a pressurized environment, that feeling is replaced by a desire for space. The very energy used to force a person to stay close often becomes the primary reason they feel the need to leave. Shifting away from neediness is different than playing manipulative games or pretending to be uninterested. Study. It relies on emotional self-control, the specific capacity to feel the anxiety of a silent phone without feeling compelled to act on it. This means choosing to respond rather than reacting impulsively. It involves expressing care without the underlying need to chase a result. When you hold your own boundaries, your presence is felt more clearly. It demonstrates that the connection can exist without being constantly enforced. This quiet confidence defines people who remain composed when a dynamic goes silent. They do not feel an urgent need to fix the silence. Trusting in your own value reduces the dependency on a constant loop of reassurance from others. A moment of wonder. Attraction thrives in the space between people. It grows when there is enough room for the other person to actively want more, rather than being overwhelmed by what is already being given. Measured. Pausing the urge to chase prevents the destruction of attraction. It allows the space necessary for desire to return.